So let's talk about cast iron. Easily one of my favorite materials to be cooking with, especially for any type of steak or fish. What makes cast iron a great pan to use, a great material to use, is the fact that it retains heat incredibly well. So what that means is once you've preheated this on the stove and you put your steak down, and your steak is either cold if you're pulling it out from the fridge, or preferably it's at room temperature, nonetheless it's going to be a lot cooler than the pan itself. Once you put it down, this is going to stay hot and it's going to provide the perfect sear on the steak or the fish, whatever you're using. The other benefit of cast iron is that it's naturally non-stick. If it's properly seasoned, now seasoning is a fancy term for just having a layer of oil that is essentially ingrained in the actual cast iron pot. And you maintain your seasoning by not using soap to clean it, and you wipe it with oil every once in a while. We have instructions on our website to start from scratch. If you ever find your cast iron pan sticking a lot, we have instructions on starting over, just using your barbecue to burn everything off and then applying another layer of oil, which will then get ingrained into the actual cast iron. But it's naturally non-stick. If you have one that's really well seasoned, you don't even need a non-stick pan as far as cooking eggs is concerned. And you have various sizes to go for. Our preferred brand is Lodge. Lodge is an American company. They actually make it in the States. We're talking, $20 for the small one, going up to $50. Very inexpensive. You can find a cast iron pans for $10 that are large, but they're typically made in China. You don't really know what material is in there. Lodge takes every step necessary to make sure their whole manufacturing process is as green as possible, and they're using a pure material, and they're made in the United States. So we're keeping the sales within our continent, so to speak. And so the different shapes, obviously different shapes of fry pans. This is a skillet with ridges, so that once you preheat it and you put your steak down, you're going to get those grill marks. It's not necessary, but it's a nice thing. I would say, and I would argue that actually cooking a steak on one of these cast iron pans is better than cooking one on a gas barbecue. Now, if you're using a charcoal barbecue or something that's going to add different flavor to the actual steak, that's a different story. But as far as the product that you can get, the final product that you can get from using a cast iron indoors, it's remarkable. So during the winter time, people think, oh, I can't grill a steak because it's winter time and I don't want to go outside to my barbecue. Well, you don't have to go outside. You get an unbelievable steak just from grilling on cast iron. So there you have it. That's cast iron. Very inexpensive, indestructible pans.